Hey everybody, I'm Dan from ShastaBubba Adventures, and this is Travis, the Mountain Wanderer, and we are at the Snow Peak trailhead on the northern edge of the Mallard Larkins area. And been wanting to do this for a long time, but I never had the gumption to do it on my own, so I'm grateful to Travis for giving me the courage to give this a try, although he has warned me that it's not a picnic.
There's only two directions in the Mallard Larkins, and that's up and down.
We can't find a down place and just hang out there for 4 days.
Well, maybe.
We'll consider that possibility. First thing we got to do is climb Snow Peak, and that's a little over 1,000 feet of elevation gain in less than 5 miles. So we got our work cut out for us. But we got Timber along to lead the way, so I think we'll probably be okay. All right, so we got to strap the packs on and let's go. Anything you want to add?
Hope we make it.
Tune in for that.
Stay tuned.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
So right now we're parked at Table Camp, and we're going to be shuttling around on 201 up to just off the map at Snow Peak. And we'll be climbing Snow Peak and then coming down over on 50 down to the little North Fork of the Clearwater, coming on around Trapper's Cabin, probably spend the first night somewhere in here, and then we get to climb up to past Larkins and Mud Lake, hoping to have the second night at Heart Lake, and then the third night over here at Fawn Lake, and then just a short jaunt out to where we're camped here on the 4th day. Timber is ready to go.
I love woods like this.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
We got to the junction with the Spotted Louie Trail, dropped our packs, and Travis gave Timber some water before the climb to Snow Peak. I didn't do anything.
Damn it.
Oh, I know. This is the trail of that Snow Peak, or the pond, the lake below it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. That's crazy.
From the meadow below Snow Peak, Travis spotted that there was actually a helicopter perched on a rocky point right next to the tower. This is a really steep trail, and we're rushing up it because we're racing this thunderstorm that's coming in, hoping to get up, get the view, get back to our packs before it hits.
See why they hitch the horses down there.
Yeah, no kidding. think I'm going to brave the stairs. We had a good chat with Robbie, the helicopter pilot, who explained that he had flown a couple of workers and a huge compressor into the peak to repair communications equipment that is sited there and was damaged over the winter. Travis and I agreed that the bummer of having the noisy compressor running the whole time we were on top of this mountain in the wilderness was offset by the awesomeness of seeing a helicopter roosted on such a precarious position. Well, we made it up to Snow Peak, and now we just got to get back down before the storm hits. I think we'll be okay. It seems to be kind of passing to the north, maybe northeast a little, so I think we'll be all right. And everything's downhill from now on the rest of today. This is beautiful. I can't believe how rocky and barely perched on top of this rocky mountain this Snow Peak lookout tower is. Well, we made it back to the packs, and they are still here. So yay! The trail to Snow Peak was in fantastic shape, so when we headed down the Spotted Louie Trail, we expected a fairly easy glide path for the miles down to the river. I had called the ranger station in advance to ask about trail conditions and was told this one should be pretty good, but hadn't been maintained in about 4 years. Turns out a lot can happen to a trail in 4 years. Timber posing. Well, we're making our way down the Spotted Louie Trail, and it hasn't been too bad. There's been some blowdown, but it's not as brushy as I expected. This is the worst that we've come across so far. So we're making it, and just probably about 2 hours or so to go to camp. Well, I spoke too soon because this trail got a whole lot worse just after I made that comment, and we've missed it a few times, gone off on side trips, had to come back and refine the correct trail, but we're pushing on just within about a mile or mile and a half of the river now. This is a nice stretch here. Hasn't been this clear for a while. Well, that was brutal. Ever since we got about maybe a third of the way down the Spotted Louie Trail, when I jinxed us for saying it wasn't that bad, it got really, really bad.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah. I think that it was 3 o'clock when we left that junction, and it's about 7:45 now. So I think we're calling that 6 miles.
Barely a mile an hour.
About 5 hours to go 6 miles.
Jeez.
And we may be old and fat, but we don't move that slow. That's how bad the blowdown was. We did take a couple of little detours. Would you figure we climbed extra?
I'm guessing 200 the first time, and then 100 just back there is my guess.
Right.
300.
300 extra. Just to show we could.
Yeah, showing up.
Showing off. We're professionals. We have YouTube channels.
Yeah, yeah. We keep going, but it's getting dark.
Wouldn't want to scare the bears on the trail. So, pretty happy to be at this site. It's a pretty, as Travis said, well-established site. I'm guessing maybe there was a trail crew here during the week that left for the weekend because they left a lot of stuff laying around. But I don't think they're coming back, so I think we're probably okay to set up.
It doesn't matter. We're camping here tonight.
It doesn't matter. We're not going any further. This is a beauty spot, and we're taking it.
We're taking it. Yep.
Okay, that's it for today. I think total mileage was 12, and lost, well, gained a little over 1,000 to get to the top of Snow Peak, and lost about 2,300 to get down to here. So we earned a good night's sleep.
Yeah, knees are feeling that.
Yeah. All right, see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. We had quite a bit of rain last night, pretty heavy at times, and not a lot of thunder, but the little bit that we did get was so loud, just incredible the way it echoed down in this deep canyon. Very impressive. The X-Mid Pro 2 held up just fine. That's one of the heaviest storms I've been in, and no problems, so that was a good test. We are just packing up to get ready to go, and Timber is having kind of a rough time, so we're gonna keep an eye on him and just mosey along the river trail for a while today and see how he does. Hoping he'll loosen up once we get moving. He's looking a little better this morning than last night, so we all worked extra hard on that miserable trail yesterday coming down, so let's go. Quite the gymnastics to get through here. It's not the freeway we were expecting, and everything is completely saturated, so we are too. Well, it's not even raining, but I'm as soaked as if I've stood out in a shower. This trail continues to be overgrown and have occasional blowdown. Hard to find in a few places. Really surprising. We expected this to be well traveled, but you never know till you're on it.
Just stay there. Stay there.
Tree across that. That's awesome, isn't it? You see it? Look through the branch.
Yeah. Is that a heron?
Right.
That's coming. Or is it coming?
Going.
Yeah.
Is that a bald eagle in that snag there?
Oh, I see it. Sure looks like it, maybe.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
It is.
How about that?
All right.
Score.
Funny. I saw a bald eagle last time I was here
Really?
at the Trapper's Cabin. Yeah.
Must be nesting ground.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay, so we made it to the trapper's cabin, and Timber is having kind of a rough time, so we decided to make a plan that Travis is going to hang with Timber at the trapper's cabin for the rest of the day. It's noon right now, so give him a half a day to rest up. And I'm taking off and heading up the Trail 40, I think it is, to go straight up to Sawtooth Saddle. And I should get there in time for dinner and camp at the saddle at the trailhead. And then in the morning I'll be able to do the road walk out to where the truck is and bring that back into the trailhead. So hopefully spare Timber from having to do that, whatever it is, 6-7 mile road walk. And don't know what else I can do to help Timber. He's kind of limping along, but if I can spare him that road walk, that's worth doing. So heading on up, just left Travis, and hopefully this trail will be a little less overgrown than everything else we've done, although right now it doesn't look it. It looks pretty much the same as what we've been doing this morning. Wow, first patch of sunlight. This is a pretty impressive rock wall. Oh, that's pretty. It'd be awesome if I got up above all the thick brush. While I was working my way up the overgrown trail, Travis had some spare time to fly his drone around the Little North Fork Clearwater country. Got a clear trail for a couple of minutes, but it's starting to look a little stormy to the north. Might be blowing in a little excitement. I'm guessing that lookout tower must be Snow Peak. About this time yesterday, we were up on top of that. Keep coming across these thickets of ferns, and they're so difficult because number one, they're hard to push through, and number two, they obscure the trail. So far I've been able to stick with it, but more stuff to push through. There's another angle on Snow Peak. I seem to be walking around it today. Getting towards the top, I think this is the first time I've looked out and not seen Snow Peak. Trail's a lot better up high. Still a little overgrown, but nothing like it was down below. Well, I'm almost done, but unfortunately there's a climb at the end. I think it's about 500 feet, which is not fun when you're already tuckered. Well, I got my camp all set up and it's looking pretty inviting. And there's a fantastic view here. I'm at 5,300 feet of elevation and some incredible mountains around. But because of the elevation, it's probably going to be pretty cold tonight. Well, that was quite a slog getting up from the trapper cabin. And that was 3,000 feet elevation gain and about 7.5 miles. And that makes it, I'm going to say 13 miles for the day. So I'm pretty tuckered and hope Timber's doing okay and got a good rest today, this afternoon. And so tomorrow I'm just going to hike out to about 5 miles or so to where my truck is parked and then drive it back here so I'm ready at the trailhead when they get up here, when Travis and Timber make it up the hill. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Put some freeze-dried strawberries in my oatmeal and it really sucked up the water just like a sponge. That's really good. Trader Joe's freeze-dried strawberries. Good morning. I'm camped here at the Sawtooth Saddle. Not sure if I said that last night. I was so tired. And there is a very kind family who's car camping here, and they've offered to give me a lift over to where my truck is. I'm really grateful for that because that'll save me about 5 or 6 miles of road walking. And then I'm just hanging out, waiting for Travis and Timber to work their way up that trail. There's a few nice spots on that trail, but it's mostly just a tough haul. And with Timber going kind of slow, it might be a little while, but sure wish I knew how they were doing. I'm hoping that the rest will help Timber to be able to get up that trail without too much trouble. Not a lot of blowdown, mostly just pushing through thick brush, so I think they'll do okay, but I'll be feeling better once I see their faces coming up over that ridge of the trail. Sawtooth Creek is down in the bottom of that canyon. And quite a slog to get up out of there. Hey, remember this? I'm back to the trailhead where we left my truck, thanks to those very kind people who were car camped at Sawtooth Saddle. So I thought I might as well use this to show you. This trapper's cabin is where Travis and Timber took a 0 half day to try to recover. And I came up this 40 all the way up to the Sawtooth Saddle and that's what they'll be doing right now. They're working on that. And we had intended to go all the way up here and around Hart Lake and Fawn Lake and back around to here. That did not happen, but there's always next year. There's a lookout tower up there, right about there. I think that's Sawtooth Peak, but I'm not sure. I have to look that up. Apparently it's Surveyor's Lookout. I got a little extra time, might as well go up check it out. It was a pretty rough road, but I made it up here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wow. Looks like it's manned. I wonder if it's a rental. Beautiful. It's a lookout tower on that mountain. I have to figure out what that one is. I think it's to the north of here. Oh, duh, it's Snow Peak. Duh. Yeah, sure enough. That's where we were. So yeah, that's the whole Hart Lake, Northbound Lake, Fawn Lake area. Yeah, the rental cabins always have a padlock with a combination. So you probably could stay here. That'd be neat. A couple of nice bunks. Hey, you made it. Nice.
That's a little more than 8.
Good boy, Timber. Good job. Good job. Good boy.
Holy shit.
How's it going?
Not terrible.
You ready for the deer?
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
I survived it.
Woo.
Okay, so made it back, all present and accounted for. Travis and Tibber did good time coming up. Managed to get here by before 1. That was pretty impressive. You guys must have been pushing pretty hard.
We were pushing. Short breaks.
Short. Timber looks pretty good. I think he's not limping much at all, was he?
No.
Yeah.
Not once we got going.
Yeah, he loosened up.
Yep.
So that's a big relief.
Huge.
Yeah. So our 4-day fun trip ended up being a 2-day sufferfest. But that's how it goes. As Travis says, that's the Mallard Larkins for you.
Yep.
And but despite that, it was a lot of fun hanging out with Travis and getting to know you a little bit. And we'll do this again.
Yeah, it's been well, except for the hiking. It's been a great trip.
And the beating up, wear and tear on
yes.
the legs and knees and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care. He says, I'm good.
We were stopping at every one.